not done a vlog in a while. This is the Oak Grove Church. We're here for a charity event. There's gonna be quite a bit of people here. My man Calvin. It's gonna be a big day, big day. This is in the local. This is like a very big tournament, the biggest I've ever been to. So. Oh shit! Is that Thor? Oh shit! It's Thor! What's up, homie? What's up, man? Okay. Ooh. Yang went inside. Oh, there it is. There's our folks. So a lot more people just showed up. We're finishing registration. Well, I finished. I'm finishing registration. We're about to pay up. Whee! Hey everyone. So, was not able to record between the 2 rounds, but here I am because I'm early. First round I went against Rescue Ace, the Jet Synchron build, and I took it 2-0. First round he scooped to try to time in second round, but I ended up going into Scarlight and robbed him, basically. I fucking robbed him. Had a Looper and Grave with Cartesia in hand. I'm like, he's at 67, I'm at 64, I can win this. Special summon Cartesia, right? Did the runic tip to get the extra 10 seconds, and then because I recycled my fountain, went into Scarlight effect, pop my Cartesia, extra 500 points to win me the game. Second round, I go into his friend. I went against his friend, and I went against Horus Red Dragon, Horus Resonator, and what is it? He just had the worst luck. He braked both the games, and it was just basically torture. I was just torturing him. I felt kind of bad, I'm gonna be honest, but so far things are going well. 2 wins, ton of star chips. We should be set. Your boy couldn't take it. Your boy could not take it. Went against Centurion Horus. Such a strange combo, but I couldn't take it. Didn't have the gas I need. I think first game I just had full control, and then second game it was just a full stalemate. We were stuck there, but I had control up until the monsters came out. Right? He brought out Dingirsu with the Horus monsters. Popped my Chaos Angel because I used SP to get rid of it, or to banish it, and then I'm like, fuck. When I knew the effect, because then at that point I had nothing. My tower's gone. I had nothing. Third game, couldn't draw shit. Could not draw shit. He just had it. He had the Astra Hugin. He had evenly matched to get rid of everything. I couldn't do anything. Could not do nothing. So, hoping to proceed forward. If I can take it, shit, I'll take it. If I can make top 8, then I'll just do what I can. Stay strong. Okay, we got. Okay, so we're out at Chipotle right now, just getting a winner's meal. I placed 28th out of 100 and something people. My total was 3 wins, 3 losses. So unfortunate. I placed just before top 8, and points-wise, I scored a little less than certain people, but hey, it just happens. But hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. hope I can do more vlogs like this again soon. Yeah. I'm back from Star Charity. It's been a couple weeks since the event. I figured I'd kind of just review everything, even though my hair looks like absolute shit. I believe it was, I think, round 3 that I lost. I lost to Horus Centurion. I believe it. Yeah, I believe it was Horus Centurion. I'm gonna be honest. I think I was just kind of hating at the time. The build is not absurdly crazy. It's a set of cards you don't expect to really work well, but then when you see right in front of you, it's kind of crazy. Thing for me is that like I kind of view Centurion as like the new Synchrons, because back then Synchrons was kind of like unique in a way where you could mix it up with any archetype from what I could remember from back in the day, which is the reason why decks like Teledad was a thing. Definitely a deck to look out for. I think the Centurion package is quite the deck. Pure Centurion by themselves is interesting. They have a good sense of control while also but then they have to like burn through a lot of gas, which is the reason why when they combine with other archetypes like Runic or Horus, I think it's a pretty nasty archetype to go against. But yeah, first round loss of the day. Next deck that I went against was surprisingly another Centurion deck, Pure Centurion. This was where I kind of made that analysis that I kind of figured it was a good deck that would definitely want to go first, but then when the control state happens, you have to really look at the board state, and really consider what you can destroy, what you can go into. My opponent was really greedy with their monster and wanted to keep their Quasar, or no, their Blazar. Because the first game I won with I believe 18 to 14 minutes left on the clock, because they figured it was not a duel worth grinding for. Then the second game, I just outright beat the shit out of them. I figured the weakness point was Blazar, because Blazar at that point of the game was good, but it was a choking point that I know I could get as soon as I got rid of it. The moment that it was banished, I knew I had it. I went and had some way, somehow, I believe it was Baron, surprisingly enough, because he kind of forgot that Baron has the target negate or target destroy, and he negated it. Couldn't be dealt with for the rest of the turn, so I was like, all right, perfect. Went into an easy combo to get into Chen Ying, and then Chen Ying in the board state was amazing. He had 18 cards banished. I had a total of 5. I kind of wish I had more, but I had to reshuffle a lot because of Regain and Fountain. And from that point, I was ready to go. And yeah, I took it. The next duel, I went against a really, really good Minnesota player named Robbie Min Pham. He was playing Branded, and this was a version of Branded I was not prepared for. Branded, surprisingly, is in a very weird spot right now, where if you're trying to go for the gimmick lock control, then yeah, you can probably rob games from people, but then you can't play Branded the way that like you would used to. You have to really grind for it. Control is going to be hard without any other interlocking engine, such as the Bestial engine or like what people are trying, the Runic engine. And I think the version that he played is one I really like because you can force Ash Blossom and not have to be afraid of it. Even if they ask you Branded Fusion, which is a point where you would really need your combos, you'd still be perfectly fine. If you have Dogmatical Maximus in hand, Dogmatical Maximus is actually perfectly fine to perfectly set up not only Sanctifier, but you have Dragoon. Because Dragoon, surprisingly enough, nobody is prepared for at all with the combo of Grand Goal instead of sending Gimmick Puppet, which people would typically just do, which is still fairly consistent. You can have a good control strategy by having Dragoon. You have Mirror Jade, and then with Quem active on the field, she can return the Mirror Jade if you used it for fusion material, and Mirror Jade can regain his effect to be able to send negate, or no, not send negate, send banish, and from that point, I knew that that was the board state he would typically want to go for. The lowest he could go for was getting Mirror Jade out. The highest was definitely trying to get Dragoon, trying to get Mirror Jade with Quam on top of everything else to be able to not only secure his board state, but also secure control state. The interesting thing was that he went in and played Masquerade, the Despia Dragon. Masquerade was quite the interesting card because typically people will play it in, I believe, the beginning of the branded days, but Masquerade definitely surprised me for sure. Ghost Ogre is a card to definitely like. Actually, no, it would not because it's not an active effect. It's not an active effect. It's a passive effect. Yeah. He forced me to a low amount of life points, and Masquerade just killed me game 3. I was very reluctant to take it game 2 because game 2 I just summoned all my towers and controlled the board. Swung for game, but then game 3 was where Masquerade definitely came in for the clutch, and that was my close match with Robbie. Hope I can meet him again. Hope we can duel anytime soon if he sees this video. Last one was one where I would definitely say I got robbed. I probably should be saying that playing Bestial Runic this tournament. Let's go over game 1. Game 1 was fairly simple. I believe I won dice roll and he bricked. He was not able because with Salomon Great, which is the deck he was playing. I don't know if I mentioned that, but with Salomon Great, it's a deck that you need to gas the hell out of your opponent for. And typically, if you don't have the right cards, one Ash can just end the game. And one Ash was just all I needed for that one round, and I was perfectly able to set up everything else. Surprisingly, he didn't have any hand traps, or at least not enough to like deal with. I believe he had Imperm and Valor, so I could not set up Ecclesia, but I was able to set up No. I was able to set up Ecclesia. He only had Imperm, because typically when people look at the deck and then they see Quam is the point that people want to deal with the most, but you actually want to be able to get rid of the Hugin, which is the mistake that he made. I summoned Quam was able to go through, and because Quam was able to go through, even if he had Ash, he was not able to go through because Quam actually chain blocks for Hugin, which forced him to have to play Imperm. And then when he Impermed, I was lucky enough to have Duality in hand, tribute Hugin for cost to set up Elvain. You guys know the game from there. At that point, you go into you go Triage into Baron, set up Golden Sword Soul, set up whatever the hell I wanted at that point with Dispater, Extend, etc., etc. You guys get the point. Game 1 was an easy fix for me. Game 2 was a grind for sure, but I ended up losing that one. I probably should have scooped, but I was very stubborn. With this deck, I'm very stubborn because I have thoughts and ideas on ways that I could potentially stay in the game, but they don't end up working out for me. So I was forced to admit defeat in that game. And then game 3 was where things really took a hard turn because he finally knew the exact points to hit me at. With Quem, he impermed immediately. Hugin went for Ash. At that point, I was dead state. Went into Tri-Edge, drew my card. Couldn't really draw much else. And I think somehow, some way, I was able to find a way to be able to summon either Cartesia or Ecclesia, and then try to set up or reshuffle my monsters for Dispater. And Dispater, despite it being a pretty good card, was not enough to be able to deal with the reluctant shit show that came about. Fenrir, first summon. Pankratops, second summon. Snatch Steal, my Dispater, and I was dead. Yeah. It was safe to say that I was robbed. I was pretty pissed when that happened. Yeah. 3-3 overall. Not too bad. I'm going to be making a video pretty soon to kind of review the Bestial Runic deck. Thoughts on it at the moment, because it's been quite a bit since the charity event that I've taken some, reluctant notes. In the format that we're currently in, Bestial Runic is actually not a bad deck, but it is a hard one to play. We no longer have Tier active. We don't have Unchained active. So matchups are definitely harder. Branded is not too bad of a deck to go against, but who the hell's playing Branded anymore? Dragon Link, because it's not in a prime state, is going to be very low. So every other deck, such as Fire Kings, Infernobles, and like anything not dark or light, is going to be pretty prominent, which most of the matchups will be pretty tough to have to regain control. I'd say the deck is definitely good. I'm in mixed reviews right now. It's just stick with Bestial Runic or to stick with Dragon Link. There is a interesting deck that I'm going to be picking up pretty soon that you guys might be surprised for. But yeah, this is actually it of the video. I really hope you guys enjoyed the videos. I will be hoping to post a Bestial Runic review and thoughts and whatnot pretty soon. Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate the people that have been watching. Hope I can continue to do well in the scene. Next event to be recorded will be at Bunker for a case tournament, if I make it. Thank you. Sorry for the elongated. Don't look me in the eyes and say, let